Welcome back, 25 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
I'm Mag.
And I'm Aces High.
And congratulations, we're in Wood Zone. This entire level is made of wood. And it's got some metal here and there, but it's like, I don't know, probably 90% wood. It's kind of got a similar opening to, I want to say, Trapped on Titan by Jim Flynn, in that we have to ride these like small elevators at the start in order to move forward. But that's where the similarities end, because this is not a Jim Flynn map, and in fact, I am not sure who made this map, but, you know, it's the Halls of Disarray, and the halls are in disarray, and apparently so am I.
The halls are unfinished. They forgot to paint everything.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Oops.
Yeah, they just got all these random beams just there. I don't know, maybe they're gonna put a floor up, I don't know.
Maybe we're supposed to paint it with demons.
Yeah, that's the trick. It's taken me so long.
Demons?
No, that's the real mystery, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, it's an abandoned house. There's a lone corpse here. Okay, maybe not so lone, but hey. Hey, good news!
We found one.
Oh, wow,
I
finally.
found one!
Yeah.
Oh, there's more!
Oh.
Hooray, there they are!
Surprise!
Oh my god, I
Oh,
always
wow.
forget they have red fireballs in this. Like red.
Yeah,
Always.
And there they went.
chocolate imps that throw Christmas lights at you, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's just me, but the the music track here, it sounds like I heard it through the grapevine.
Huh.
I can just hear
That
that
sounds-
background. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay. I kind of hear it now. I know what song you're talking about now. Oh god, yeah, there it is.
It's just, I wasn't expecting that to happen, and then I'm just like, well, you know what? If, oh shoot, what's his name? Bobby Prince can, you know, just basically copy entire heavy metal songs, you know. Nothing wrong with these people going and taking some Motown.
Hey, fair. You know. Yeah, I'm still in the camp where I wish that the soundtrack for the levels in this game were not 30 seconds apiece.
I would say that as a universal rule for making music for video games, that's generally a bad idea to do.
Yeah. I solved their Berserk puzzle. I got it,
Yeah.
but I'll, save it for later. Hey, good news, even the sewer's made of wood here. So, I'm sure that's nice and structurally sound.
Yeah.
God,
I was just
no.
thinking that probably just smells worse than a normal sewer.
Oh
It
my
absorbs the odors, you see.
God. No amount of primer and like protective layers is gonna last on that long enough. Oh god, and it's
Yeah.
sewage. There's gonna be like at least some corrosive element to that. That's.
I bet if you like started a fire down there, it would just like you'd probably get some nice explosions.
Right.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Just incinerate everything because everything's just like
I think the wood would be
absorbed
too
into the wood,
pickled
yeah.
by sewage to start a real fire, though.
maybe, I don't know. Like
I
There'd
mean, if
be-
it's like nuclear waste, icy hot fluid that UAC produces from its nuclear reactors, then probably a pretty good fire, yeah.
well, I'm thinking
Surprise,
more about just like
Archvile.
a way too much methane or something.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and it's all wood. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yikes. Oh, goodness.
I think this right here is some secret behind the bookshelves thing, but there was a switch that we pressed somewhere else, so it didn't really have that effect.
It was supposed to
do?
be more fantastic than it ended up being.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I mean, this whole level is basically just welcome to the wonderful world of wood.
You like wood? I like wood.
We all like wood. And in 50 years, we'll have to rebuild it.
Because it does not last the same as stone.
Yeah,
Womp
or
womp.
many other materials, really. Cement, steel.
Hey, here's a puzzle. Check it out. Can you solve
Another
the
puzzle.
blue key card puzzle?
I was about to
Press
say,
the
it was
blue
like, does it
torch.
have to do with the blue torch?
Yeah, it does. It summons the archvile. Watch the heck out. Okay, we're good.
A puzzle even too insidious for Indiana Jones.
Yeah. It's, you know, a real mind bender.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, when he tried to swap that weighted bag onto the pedestal, he did mess it up and have to run away from a boulder. So,
Yeah, okay, fair.
I've never really understood what he did wrong there.
He
Did he,
miscalculated
like, actually-
the weight.
yes.
So he did
my
actually
guess.
get the weight wrong.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me, at least.
That or I don't know, some ancient futuristic technology, like, oh well, the magnetic properties of the gold in the bag were different from the substance they substituted with, and therefore the magnetic plate underneath it was triggered secretly.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know.
The surface area or the distribution of the weight on the pedestal
Oh, God,
wasn't
yes.
correct. Who knows? Yeah.
Their nanometer
All sorts of
accurate detection plate.
I'm just imagining, like, the Indiana Jones theme playing over some calculus notes.
Oh God.
Oh,
Hey,
I never
the-
took calculus.
It's your entire college lecture, but it's just the Indiana Jones theme playing the whole time.
Hey, somebody out there's... Hey, that's the end of
Oh,
the
hey.
level.
Hey, we made it.
We've
Ugh,
exited
disarray.
the halls of disarray. Guard station. Yeah, checks out from, like, the building entrance here, I suppose. This is one of the rare instances where there's, like, an area of play behind you in a Doom level at the start.
Those are always good.
Yeah.
Ah, so you can actually get in there, or not?
If I'm
and they
thinking-
just have enemies.
I'm pretty sure we go in there at some point. I'm not like
Oh.
100% sure since it's been, you know, forever since
A bit.
I put this video together, but I feel like I remember going, you know, through that opposite door at some point.
Well, we'll see. It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, I think this is one of the levels that had like an egregious switch puzzle thing. Maybe. I feel like I remember getting stuck in this level for a good amount of time because of some BS switch that didn't make sense.
Ugh, great.
Yeah.
They can see you, and they're trying to shoot you, but they can't.
Yeah. Oh, this is...
Invisible wall.
Yeah, I totally remember. I've played this WAD through twice, this being my second playthrough, and both times I remember wandering in and out of this room repeatedly to no avail.
Wait.
Keep coming back to the main-ish hallway and just going, well, how do I get out of here?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
I
so
think it
you're
has something...
Playing Doom
something
how
to
I
do-
play Doom.
I guess so. There's something to do with these Revenant cages. You can get in them at some
There we
point.
go.
Oh, you can open this, I suppose. Sure. Maybe that's what I got stuck on for so long. It's not obvious you could just open the cage like that.
Hooray, I finally found the helmet key.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now we can continue on in this mansion.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
totally
yeah.
what I was stuck on for so long, because I remember not being able to get into the Revenant cages here. I'm pretty sure one of these opens the other gate at the start, I think. Not that one, I guess. Huh. Okay,
So you can
maybe
shoot
that
into
one.
the... Well, I suppose it makes sense that you can shoot through those cages because they kept shooting rockets at you.
Yeah, wait a second, but he was just outside of that cage for a second because he shot a rocket straight at you down that walkway. The heck?
Yeah, I don't know. I was wrong about the switch again. I'm like pretty sure there's a switch in this area that'll let us go through the other door at the start.
Yeah.
Well, there's some armor. That's good.
Yeah, that little, like, I don't know what you would call that pit with the demons, reminds me of a future game with, I guess, similar setup, but more on that later. Would it have come out by it's Doom 64. I think it's out by the time this WOD came out, so technically not anachronistic, but we're not there yet personally.
Well, we're still in 97, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Doom 64 come out in 97 or 98?
I think.
I at the very least, I think it would have been announced. We've been down this trail before. It's in tips and tricks and Nintendo Power, and I don't remember game magazines right now.
Electronic Gaming Monthly.
Thank you. There you go.
With the hilarious April Fool's pranks like Luigi and Mario 64. Yeah, Doom 64 is totally a 97 game.
Is that where that came from? Oh.
I don't know if that's where it came from, but that was like a
they
propagated rumor.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they started Sonic and Tails and Smash Brothers, but that's a 2001 problem. 2002.
Me oh my.
I don't know.
Look, I don't know how some rumors get started. I mean, since it is accurate to the year,
right.
I remember people telling me about how, oh yeah, there's totally a secret level in the first, in the dam level of GoldenEye. Oh yeah?
Oh,
how do you get
island?
to it? Well, you gotta go out. You gotta go out of bounds. Oh yeah? How do you do that? Well, you need a Game Shark. Okay, so you can't actually do that. Then is what you're telling me. Well, you can. No, you can't. You need a Game Shark.
Imagine the audacity. What if somebody did make a game where, they have a level and the intended solution to get to it is to have a Game Shark?
That's mean.
God.
But then again, considering that certain future games for the N64 were kind of unplayable if you didn't have the expansion pack.
Right. Yeah.
It's not too far off.
Oh, the meta game design though of we intentionally put this in the game. It is fully designed and it's fully intentional that you get to it, but there is actually no way to get to it without a Game Shark. Like wowers. That's really you know what? They would do it as a partnership, right?
Right.
Like in order to play this section of the game, you need to own a Game Shark to actually unlock it or warp to it. Oh man.
Yeah.
And if you want to delve deeper down that rabbit hole, you need a Game Shark to unlock the features of the game to actually play it, because otherwise you run around and die with no weapons or way to defend yourself. You have to Game Shark the weapons.
Start the Game Shark code.
Yeah. Oh no.
I feel like that is a thing that has happened, but it probably is not
intentional.
Licensed. It's probably not licensed games.
Oh yeah, that too.
Right.
A homebrew game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey.
God, that feels.
Oh wow! All right.
Wow.
Out we go.
Made it.
It feels like that was very fast. I mean, obviously it wasn't. But...
I mean, I cut out the 30 minutes of incessant wandering, so you're welcome.
God, I just realized that this Game Shark idea that I have proposed is essentially like a really early potential version of either DRM or DLC.
Well, I was just thinking of it like mods,
Yeah, well, I meant the idea that there's a chapter or levels in the game you can't play without a Game Shark.
So,
yes.
Completely not related to Doom, but entirely related to what we're talking about. I think that is a thing that happened with Bomberman Hero on the N64. There was like a special Hudson controller or something that at the start of Bomberman Hero would like mash start like a million times in a few frames at the start of the game, and that would unlock bonus levels, but you could also just unlock those levels by mashing start yourself.
Oh man, what the heck?
It was just
Yeah.
way easier because you had a controller that was like, oh, look at that. I can just turn on the turbo myself and save my thumb.
It also would unlock like extra multiplayer stages in Bomberman 64, which you could also unlock yourself, just like, you know. I'm not entirely sure on the story behind that, but I remember reading something along those lines at some point.
Man, that
Interesting.
That feels a little different. It's in the same vein, but it feels a little different because it is achievable by your human self without
Right,
the need for the
that's
hardware.
true. It does not have that, you know, extra awful factor of it being mandatory.
Yes.
Whoa, that was not very nice.
It's a bit rude. It's a good hiding spot for a chain gun guy, I suppose. Whoa, I just got warped outside.
Oh, that's what they did to you. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit
You open the door
strange.
and all of a sudden, oh, here we go.
It's a bad dream. You wake up in your grave that you were in. And then now the yellow key is real.
Hooray!
Dodge.
So Mag, before you were basically just describing like on disc or day one DLC, right?
Yeah.
It's stuff
pretty
that
much.
it's stuff that is literally programmed and on the game disc or whatever. But
Oh,
you
God,
had to
yeah.
buy it to get the activation.
God, yeah. I remember when that first happened for real, and it was so incredibly infuriating. And now it's just like, yeah, these scars, I've had them for a while now. I don't feel them anymore.
We've been there before. Never again.
No.
Whoa.
Ah, crud.
Hello.
Ah, crud. It's okay, I got this.
Paint chance, paint chance,
Right,
paint chance. No.
Come on.
Maybe not.
Whoa.
Lucky.
Ooh,
Got him.
nice.
Woo!
Well,
Nice.
at least it was only a pinky that he resurrected.
It could have been worse. Not bad archvile encounter, all things considered.
Very
Oh, this is the oven
fortuitous.
where you oven
Oh,
the
we're
cold
gonna
zombie
get
man
cremated.
and out the other thing. Dead zombie man. I like these tree sprites. They're like, I don't know. It's nice to see some green, some life in
Some actual foliage
Doom
in Doom.
levels. Yeah, it's refreshing.
We're not
Some
in
of those.
the perfect future where the lawn can mow itself and everything is flat, or all the trees are dead.
Whenever I
Right.
see trees and things like that in something like Doom, I always get a little freaked out because I have bad memories of other games of this era where foliage and things like that are still models. So
yeah.
you think you can shoot through them, and then you get something that has splash
Oh.
damage, and you're like, oh, that's okay. I'm just going to boom blow
Yeah.
myself up because the branches are.
Yep.
Bit too solid.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, more breakable glass.
stained glass that kind of works.
Some
Not
of
that
it's
one, though.
breakable.
Only
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's reinforced stained glass there. It was just the one window. Weird. All right.
It was actually a poster of stained glass over an empty hole. Just pushed all through it. So I made no noise, just rip.
Yep. This room has undergone some changes that I don't quite understand. It's morphed. I don't know how, but it did.
Euclidean geometry or something. I don't know.
Something or other.
Yeah.
Good news. I think I've unlocked a megasphere for. Oh, not quite.
Oh, it went somewhere. There was a megasphere there and went somewhere.
Well, it's an inconvenient megasphere now.
Where is it?
Got it. All right. For my trouble of punching through a stained glass poster, I eventually got the megasphere.
There's an invincibility in there. I wonder what'll happen when we get it. I should have known.
Interesting.
So how are we gonna get it, I wonder?
How indeed.
You know, whatever.
I guess this is happening now. Rocket duel.
Once again, they give you all these rockets to use against a resistant enemy.
I feel like whenever an arena like this presents itself and you obviously know you're fighting a cyber demon or a spider mastermind, it's like getting to the end of the chapter in a Goosebumps book where they always end it on some kind of cliffhanger and you already know it's coming. Is that in the next chapter they're going to dismiss
it's just
it
going
as
to be
something.
some mundane thing.
Yes. Oh, the dog was in the graveyard. Oh, being chased by a creature. Actually, it was being chased by like the main character's brother or something because the dog had a bone. Like, okay.
Suddenly, there's a knock at the door, and it's just your neighbor. No big deal.
But your neighbor is Dracula. But he's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's just your other neighbor from next door, and it's Halloween, and it's his costume.
I somehow solved the invincibility puzzle by walking into the cyber demon pit. This is the next map, Stands. I remember seeing that stair room a lot, so I may have died on this map a couple of times, who could say. Also, I don't have my inventory, so yeah.
I'm sure we will see at the end of the video. During
finally.
Yeah.
It's another break from the medieval castles, at least. We've got some science fiction here. Yeah.
And then Doom Guy died, but actually he was just playing dead.
For 2,000 years.
Oh my
now
God.
You're in the future.
Oh, that actually makes me think of the Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps books. Or depending on what page you went to, some incredibly wild shit happened.
I just assumed they were all Choose Your Own Adventure.
Oh no, there were actual linear Goosebump books.
Yep.
Huh.
Which is what
I don't think I've ever read any of the linear ones.
That's what the TV shows were based on. Or the TV
makes
shows.
sense.
What did they call it? It was like, they didn't call it Choose Your Own Adventure. It was like Choose Your Own Scare or something.
Oh, something like that.
What they called them?
I
love those ones.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I remember is there was you and your friends find some glowing rocks, and you can choose to slap the glowing rocks out of your hand's friend, and if you do, you get banished to the X Zone dimension, and that's the end of the book.
Oh my God, that's
the first one I read is where you go to a museum, and I specifically remember it because it had a T-Rex skeleton on the cover, and that's one of the first rooms that you enter into. And yes, depending on what choices you make, that skeleton does come alive.
The one I remember, man, I love that we all remember a different one, is that it had something to do with it was like an old abandoned house or mansion or something, and I believe one of the options basically led to you being eaten alive by a giant slime monster, and that sat with me for a really long time as a child.
I feel like that is something that probably, I think you getting eaten, it has to be one of the deaths in most of those books, because it happened. I remember it happening more often than it happened a lot.
Yeah.
And there's 10 or 15 of those specific books.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that I remember was one that had to do with a peanut butter and jam sandwich, except what the heck was it? You were playing hide and seek or something with your cousin who's an asshole, and you're in the basement and you're not supposed to be there, but you were hiding from him, and you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, sort of thing. But you just wanted to stay down there for the rest of the day because what the hell? And then you're like, I'm hungry, and so you go and you open up the fridge and you have a choice of either eating like a brownie or eating like a peanut butter sandwich or something. If you eat the brownie, you grow. And if you eat the sandwich, then you shrink.
Oh, okay.
And so, if I recall correctly, that was one of the few ones where there were a couple different ways that you could survive based off of... Actually, I suppose all of them. There is a way to survive based off of the first choice that you have to make. But I guess some of them were not as nice as others when it came to you might get locked out of the best ending if you didn't make the right choice right at the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say that some of the ways that you could get killed were pretty gruesome in those books.
Yeah, that's why the slime monster eating you thing stuck with me
because you
so
get
much.
disintegrated and everything.
Yes,
and
yes,
doesn't it
yes.
say that you can you are conscious for all of it?
Yeah, oh my god, that was it.
That's
You're conscious the entire time.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, you just
That's
gruesome.
right.
you reawoken the trauma of reading that Goosebumps Choose Your Own Scare book. Oh, that's
I think
what
I
it was.
remember that one now.
Oh god.
Oh god.
You were disintegrated.
R.L.
the
Stein,
whole
what have you
time.
done?
Yes. Yeah, that really screwed me up as a kid. Just because I think that was I think Goosebumps taught me about death. Made me question my own mortality. Oh my god, yeah, if you die, you're awake the whole time until you're dead. Oh god. Oh no.
It is entirely possible.
Oh.
On that note, I think we're in another time machine room. So we might get to go back to some medieval castles in Eternal Doom. I hope you're ready for that.
More castles, yay!
The worst ending in Choose Your Own Scare.
You go to a medieval castle and there are imps.
Oh. You pick up your trusty
They make
boomstick.
camel noises at you. Time gate. Oh, yep. We're in the time
here we
lapse.
go.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Man, that would be a total left turn path in one of those books too. 'Cause sometimes just
Going back in time.
just it's the story, you'd be making the right choices to progress the story in a pretty linear fashion, and then you would choose something, and it's like R.L. Stein just needed a way to make the book longer, and so something completely bizarre happens for no reason, and you die or suffer a horrible fate or something.
And then the Seinfeld theme plays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, some Hell Knight boxing. Feel like we don't get enough of that these days.
There's too many enemies to box Hell Knights, or not enough health.
Yeah.
And Berserk packs.
Yeah.
One of the two. Alright, have I solved the time puzzle yet? That
We're
looks
about
good.
to find it
Exit.
out. Hey, alright, we
yeah.
did it.
We're back in time.
Hooray!
Next time, War Heroes.
Next time.
The medieval castle map. But until then, the death reel with poor John Eternal's mangled face.
Oh no! You got punched in the back.
Man, it never gets
Alas.
easier to look at that horrible face.
Well, we only had to see it 7 times. Hey, nice.
Hey, nice.
Today.
Oh, nice.
All right. Next time, more Eternal Doom. Stay tuned. We're almost there. Asterisk.
Yeah.
Almost.
If you want to get to the next episode, turn to page 38.
If you want to end the episode, the end.